Hello, Jennifer here. Well, this time I would love to talk about, listen, last video had to do with being true to yourself, and this time this video has to do with having the courage to say no and goodbye. The reason for this was that I filmed the last video. I went to the library to upload it. I like to upload my videos in the library because when I finish, sometimes I can take a book and, learn more, grow more. And I found this guy that I usually tend to avoid. He's retired and tends to have this very dense energy. And he's there in the library every day, and I just tend to avoid him. But he has noticed that I've been there, and he recognized me because we used to see each other on the bus that I used to take years ago to take my kids to school before we moved. And so he just was like, "Oh, hi, come on, sit down here." And I was like, "Oh my God." And he was like, "What's your name again?" "Jennifer." "Okay, yeah, and what did you do? Physio?" Or he had no idea what I do, and that's okay, I don't mind. And I just, to be as short as possible, I simply said spiritual life coaching. That's it. And he began to sort of criticize what I do without knowing what I do. Began to say that he also could do that, and without knowing all the studies that I've had before. And that's why I can share the things that I believe in, because I've studied them too. And he asked about my kids and where they are studying and what high school they will be studying. And he began to criticize those schools. And then he began to criticize the city and the country. And I was like, "Why are you here, Jenny? You just shot a video about walking your talk and being true to yourself, and this criticizing thing doesn't go with you at all." And sometimes while we were growing up, we received information of respect your elders, and listen to them, and they might be wiser and things like that. And when I was hearing all of that, I said, "No, I don't stand for that. Am I gonna sit here without doing what I was actually going to do, like work, and just to give my time to someone who's just loving to criticize everything about everything that surrounds my life and the life of my kids?" I was like, "No way." So I said, "Honey, every time I see you, you complain about things, you criticize things, and I'm not your girl for that. So look for someone else, and I want to go, and I will go, because this just doesn't make sense with my values." And he was like, "Oh, yeah. Tried to ask for something different, as if though he actually cared. And I said, "Yes, goodbye." And I left, and I sat down, and I continued uploading my videos for you and all of that. And I said, "That's it." And it that did trigger me. So then on my way back, I was thinking, okay, so what was the purpose of that experience, right? And I said, well, the purpose was to find that courage inside of yourself and say, "Hey, you know what? No, I don't care how old you are. I don't care you're a man, because sometimes that's a thing too, you're a woman, you're younger, and he's a man, and he's older. Who gives a crap about that now?" So I stand up for this, and this is my way. You want to criticize? Not interested. Not interested. I'm all for personal growth, empowerment. You go, girl. Let's do it. Let's succeed and move forward. So yeah, if you are in a situation like that, just physically remove yourself from that, and you don't really need to give explanations. You know, sometimes we do that, but sometimes when we do explanations, they just don't work, you know, because some people are very good with arguing. So maybe you just go like, you know what, I need to go to the loo, and you remove yourself from that part. Or you go like, oh, you know what, I'm in a hurry, I need to do this, and you move yourself. Or you don't want to lie, I'm busy, I have to do something different. You remove from there and you sit down and you keep doing whatever you want to. Okay? Stand up for your values. Yep. Because that was all for today. And as always, I send love. And if you've got any stories to share, any comments, write them down below, or if it's in private, share them with me. Okay? Mwah. See you on the next video.